Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Innovation Podcast, your source for all things innovation. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Irewole Akande on the line, and he's CTO over at City Health Tech. Wole, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Adam. Thank you. It's nice to be on.
So excited to get into today's topic, City Health Tech. I just want to jump right in. Let's get into the product you're creating. You created a CTO, and then we're going to go into some of the benefits. But first, just tell us a little bit more about the company, please. So City Health Tech.
Yeah, so City Health Tech was born from the fact that by 2050, simple illnesses are going to kill more people than cancer, right? So the only way to actually prevent the spread of these illnesses is by effective hand washing. But we found out from research that only about 5% of people wash their hands properly. So 95% of people are doing it wrong. So my co-founder and I came together to say, what would be the best way for us to use innovation to tackle this particular challenge? And that's how we came up with our product, Opal, right? So if you want to understand Opal is a wireless device that uses a combination of education curriculum, hardware, software, and cloud architecture to encourage, to track, and to sustain healthy hand hygiene practices. Right, so we've designed a device that detects once it gets close to that safe faucet, and then it actually starts playing content on the display. So our content can range from anything to news updates to something as simple as direction on how to use the right techniques to wash your hands. Right, so get between your fingers, get around your thumbs, get the back of your hand. So we'll give actual instruction, and we'll actually show you how long you're washing your hands for. The correct amount of time to wash your hands for is at least 20 seconds, but most people wash their hands on for about 7 to 8 seconds. So we're actually going to show you give you an idea of the time and the technique you need to wash your hands properly. So that's what we've designed with Opal. In addition to just helping you see content so you can wash your hands properly, we're actually collecting data anonymously to be able to create a database of what kinds of content actually help people wash their hands longer, and how can we get a baseline data set for research and development of new technologies to improve hand washing practices.
Oh man, I love this. I mean, it's just a great product, a great concept, and doing a great good. And it's with a simple thing that we can all manage, which is washing our hands. So that being said, I mean, what do you think the impact of this can be for schools and businesses? Because my mind's racing. There's just all kinds of applications for this.
Oh, absolutely, right? So when you think about hand washing, it's a very, very simple thing to solve, right? We just need to make sure people are doing it right. Well, what our product does is that we are actually making you actively engage while hand washing, right? So people think of hand washing as something they just do, I'm just going to do it and get away. So when you're talking about the impact you can have on schools, we can have on businesses, and we can have on office buildings, going back into work. What we can do is collect data to make sure people know that around them, people are washing their hands properly so they feel safe within their new spaces. All right. So when you're sending your kids to school after this particular pandemic, you're thinking, hand washing is good. Do my kids be washing their hands properly? How will I know if they're doing it right? When we actually deploy our device to schools, we can collect actionable data on how classes are doing, how kids are washing their hands, and how what content actually helps them wash their hands better. As people are returning to work, you want to feel safer within your workspace. You don't want to have to be double thinking or thinking twice anytime you have to open a door, anytime you have to go into a building, anytime someone coughs around you. So that mentality of fear, we can take that away from people by ensuring that they know how the people around them are washing their hands by collecting hand washing data, and also providing context to make sure people wash their hands properly.
Oh man, I love it. It makes so much sense, especially for the data part about it. Talk a little bit more about collecting data and what you think some of the applications for that might be in the future.
Yeah, so So like how our device works, right? So we're going to be collecting data. So we're thinking, oh, we collect like data using like very like LTE Cat M1, right? So we collect data and we send that to like a cloud server. So on that server, we're going to have like timestamps, and along with those timestamps, we're going to have just like the duration that people spend, washing their hands. From that data, the important things you can get as a business that wants to ensure compliance, or like a school that wants to encourage like healthy hand washing among kids, you can find out what's the average amount of time people in my institution or in my organization are washing their hands. Mm-hmm. With that particular information, you can say, okay, what content do we have currently? Can we change that content to see how that can be improved, right? So if we did like normal human beings, just pictures of people's hands washing their hands and kids aren't washing their hands properly, would they do it better if we switch that to SpongeBob? Right? Would they do that better if they switch it to something they can connect to, something that is more relatable to how they think about their personal like hygiene? So what we want to do, or like the places that we can take this to, is just like providing that feedback loop of what works and what doesn't work, and then we can actually change that to make sure like we're using things that work better. For like research purposes, there currently exists no baseline data on hand washing practices. Currently, the most like technologically advanced way to check how well people are washing their hands is by someone standing with a stopwatch and actually taking the time. And this is in hospitals, right? So not just like the impact we can have on schools or like individuals or businesses, but like places like hospitals that are like exposed to like healthcare acquired illnesses, right? So if we can actually do this, we can create like that baseline data set that researchers or like, infectious disease experts can actually use to then create more content that will improve the hand washing of people around the world.
Oh man, I love this. Well, it's awesome. So that being said, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information, I know the units are live. What's the best way for them to reach out and to learn more?
The best way for you to reach out to us is to check out our website, cityhealthtech.com. City as in CITY, health as in HEALTH, and tech, TECH.com. You go to our website, you can reach out to us via like, our contact us page. We're very, very responsive. We actually have pre-orders live. We're trying to give out the free devices to like the first 100 people that like sign up with us as soon as we go into mass production. So right now we're going into like, product development. We're trying to make sure we have this verified and validated. And once we get that going, we want to be able to give like the first few people that reach out to us free devices. So hurry up, go to our website. You can pre-order with us. You can reach out to us if you're a business to ask a few more questions, and then we'll engage with you.
Fantastic. Well, Wole, it's been awesome having you on the show today. Appreciate you coming on and telling us more about the future of hand washing. Really, it's awesome stuff, and excited to see more growth and more great things out of you and the company. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Leave me a review on the Apple iTunes store. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Innovation, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments on the video. I mean, love to know what kind of projects and things you're working on. And Wole, thanks again for coming on the show.